Welcome back everyone to Brian Tries Crazy Absinthe Cocktails. I'm your host, Brian Robinson, review editor of the Wormwood Society. Today we're actually not going to be tasting any Crazy Absinthe Cocktails. Instead what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a new technique which is definitely a departure from the norm on how to louche up absinthe. Not something that most traditionalists would want to use obviously, but a fun way to maybe impress your friends or whatever the case may be at a gathering at your home. But what I did during the course of some of my reviews that I've been making over the past couple of weeks, I found that the less turbulence you have in regards to the water that you're adding, the more likely you are to create a layering effect inside of that absinthe glass. So I went to a little bit to the extremes here, and what I did was basically took a bottle of absinthe. This is La Sorcière. We also have Edward III here, which was my most recent review, so I'll just use that. Basically, you pour in your normal dose into the bottom of the glass, and then instead of just turning on the fountain and letting it louche up, instead, what I would do is put it up like this, tilt the glass, turn on the water, and just let a thin stream of water run down the side of the glass into the bottom, where what you'll see, I know it's tough to see from that far away, but what you'll see is that it'll actually start to separate. You're not going to get that louching. Now, in the interest of time, I'm not going to sit here and do this all for you right now, but it will take about a minute to 2 minutes to get enough water in there. You can do it fairly fast, but the slower you do it, the better, because then you get more of a separation. You don't need to worry too much about as much turbulence in there. But that's basically the technique. Now, I've done that with another absinthe, as you see, no louching at all done there. But I've done that again with another absinthe over here, and as you'll see, this one has just a slight bit of clouding there. It's actually gotten a little bit more cloudy over time, but there's still a nice separation between the top and the bottom. Now, all that you would do, once you serve it to a friend or family member, just give it a swirl. And there's your loosed up absinthe. You can also use your hand, but that could get a little dirty. Some people are a little against that, but in either case, it's an interesting way to surprise some friends on how to louche up an absinthe. Now, for all of you out there who take your absinthe with sugar, not to fear. What you can do is have a handy glass of simple syrup, which, in order to make simple syrup, just go to the stove, put it on low heat, equal parts water and sugar, stir them together until they combine, and let it cool. You can just take some in a dropper, squirt in a dropper or two to your taste, and swish it up a little again, and there you've got your sugared absinthe. So that's my lesson plan for today, how to zhuzh up your absinthe louching, as it were. I hope you have a wonderful absinthe day, which today is National Absinthe Day. For those of you who don't know, it was on this date back in 2007 that absinthe was re-legalized to the States. So have a few glasses and impress your friends.